So as you can see, this is how, this is how I lay out my projects. So I've got 3D, which is if I work with anything three-dimensional. I've got my artwork, I've got my audio, as you see, music, sound effects, VO. I've got an EDL if this gets sent to a grade. I've got a fonts folder, I've got a movies in folder with After Effects exports, camera rushes, downloads, movies out, which is all my exports for this, a production folder, sort of invoices, After Effects projects, DaVinci Resolve projects, and Premiere as well, and titles. So I'll just open this one up quick and show you guys. Okay, so as you can see, this project is opening. So this is how I laid out my project basically. So if I go back to editing, in my editing window, as you can see here, we've got a lot more going on within this timeline. So as you can see, I've still got my organization, the very sort of similar to the one that I just showed you. I've got my sequence, I've got my rushes, got my audio, got my artwork. But within here with my sequence, obviously we did various episodes for this, and the rushes, this is how I organized them. So I organized them per day and just GoPro as well. And here we have all of the best sort of added descriptions in for every single person we did, because we filmed terabytes worth of footage for this. My audio, I've got all of this, and then in my artwork, I've got all the various artwork I used. So basically this is what an offline, which is basically the rough edit for this film, which is what I'm going to show you what an offline sequence actually looks like. So this is my sequence for the offline. So as you can see here, it looks vastly different to the one we were just working in. We've got 10 tracks of audio, we've got 6 video tracks in here, and I know this might look a little bit intimidating, but this was a 10-minute episode for YouTube, so it required a lot of variation to it, and it was very, very fast, how we edited it and how it was cut. So this is basically sort of audio here, we've got music, we've got another bit of VO here, and these are all sound effects as we go through here. All of this stuff is sound effects and audio. But as you can see, I keep all my sound effects pretty much within these 3 here. I've got some music going on here again, and music here. But basically, this is what a full editing timeline for sort of like a short form documentary will look like until we move into the online phase, where we compress all these tracks down and basically have sort of maybe 1 or 2 video tracks and 1 or 2 audio tracks once all the footage has been graded and mixed and mastered. But I just wanted to come in here and show you guys what a full editing timeline actually looks like, and why organization is so important, because as you can see, things can get quite complicated very fast, and if you're not confident in exactly how and where your footage is, you will lose sight of that going forward, so just be careful with it. So there is quickly something I wanted to show you actually. So I get this a lot of the time about what a montage is, and basically a montage is a series of quick shots. So obviously with this one we were filming racing footage, so I'll just play this little section for you. So this essentially is a montage, at the moment you can't hear the music or the sound of the motorbikes, but it is there. And basically this is, fast-paced, energetic, and it's basically to create a thrill, for the audience. And that is something that you as an editor will be in charge of. So always remember that, it is a creative position you're in. It's a great opportunity for you. And I hope everything that I've shown you in today's video has helped.